Hello. How are you doing, guys? Thank you for coming. How you doing, guys? Are you excited? Cause I'm mostly stressed. But you've already seen the model. But look at those ears. They're so jiggly. Alrighty, let's go. Let's not wait too long. Since you already see it, I guess we can just make a presentation of the model. Oh, thank you for the headbutt. Oh, it bugged kinda. Ah, thank you for the follow, Lucy. Welcome to the stream. Since you already guys know how I look, I won't be starting with the feet, and I just get to it. Hi. These expressions work differently, so I might seem like I want to bully you, but please believe me. I'm still cute and comfy, and I did nothing wrong. Something I really love about this model is this thing here, this necklace, because look how shiny it is, and it's also a little flowy. Like it moves around, and I'm pretty proud of it. Probably because I'm the one who made it, and like the design is really simple, but it took me quite a while to figure out some of the functions that are in Blender. For example, I've added some bones, so the necklace is kind of rigged. That was new for me. I didn't know anything about bones before. The other thing I really like is this ring. Isn't it cute? It's made kind of like from the same materials the necklace is made of, but since it's so small, it's hard to notice if the light shines. This is a huge thing when you can move your hands around. And a very nice detail, I think. This is, as of now, the best model I ever had. Like, it's technically more advanced than my previous models, and I'm still learning some stuff. So I hope I will fix it pretty soon. Oh yeah, the skirt. Okay. I love the skirt. This is it. Thank you for listening. Kiss my forehead? No. No. Don't do it or I'll blush. No way. Thank you for the headbutt. And when it comes to the legs are the same as always. But this is something new. Here's the tail. And the tail. Look. Look how cute it is. If you guys were on my previous debuts, you probably know that I'm no good when it comes to making debuts. But this time I tried something more proper. At least a little bit. There's no lore. There was never any lore because I'm not creative in that way. I don't have any ideas for my lore, and even if I had, they would be probably stupid and I would cringe at myself, and this lore wouldn't mean too much for me. So no lore at all. But we've got a presentation, which I worked on for quite some time. It's not like it was hard to make, I just started making it early. This outfit looks so comfy. This is how it should be, but now that I think about it, it's already summer and I'm here in this sweater. Okay, so I'm pretty hot. Maybe it wasn't the best idea. But at least it will be nice for the winter. We start off with the About Me section. So who am I? I'm an art and design student, but not for long, because I've been studying. Well, thank you for the follow, Yamnik. Since I've been the student for 3 years, and this is the time to pass my diploma. It's not yet finished, and I will be presenting it in 2 months, I guess, something like this. So I'm not the student for long, but yeah, I'm still a student, and I'm also a VTuber. This hasn't changed. Freelance artist, this also isn't anything new, but my commissions are open. Game illustrator, yes. I'm also making games in my free time, not by myself, but with other people from the internet, which are now my friends. We've made various games, like I can't define them with one word because each of them was really different. There were about different things and they work differently, so I can't say much. But I've been making illustrations for those games, like not only illustrations but also sprites, pixel art, and UI for most of the games. At least I participated in most of the projects. What kind of games? Well, there was this one clicker game, which was our first game. Some of the games are in Polish and some of them are in English. You can check them out if you want to. The project I like the best is of course the one I started making. It's called Magical Fighter, and there are magical girls who fight monsters. Like there's nothing too complicated about it, but it's been in the making for many years. Oh, Haruki-chan, Albert, hello, thank you for the hatbot. Yes. So this gotta be my favorite project. Nice model, thank you. And I'm also a cat enthusiast. Also, no surprise. How could I not like cats when I'm also a cat myself? Things I like, cats, okay. Maybe I shouldn't put that many cats in the presentation. Black, pink, and purple, yes, these are my favorite colors, but I like purple the best. It's pretty random when it comes to the colors. Okay, I'm a tea enthusiast. Maybe I don't know too much about different kinds of tea, and I'm not like, oh, this tea is very good. What is it? Is it I don't know, English breakfast, or is it some other weird kind of tea? That's not me. I'm not good at recognizing, but I generally like tea. And various kinds of tea. It's not only about like the hot tea you can make yourself in a mug, but also the bubble tea and Nestea and like Lipton. I don't know, different kinds of iced tea you can buy in stores. This is also my vibe. I also do like sweet food. Most of the things that are sweet, these are the things I like. Of course, there are some things that are sweet and I don't like them, like maybe licorice. I can tolerate it, but I'm not such a huge fan of it. Favorite flavor of bubble tea? Oh, this is hard to tell because each time I'm going to a bubble tea place, I'm ordering something different. But I guess something fruity and sweet. I would probably choose like blueberry or strawberry, something in this direction. I don't like to combine tea with milk. So, taro, not my vibe at all, because I just don't like milk. Lipton and Nestea green tea. Not only green tea, all of the flavors are good. If you didn't know, there's this new flavor of Nestea. I guess I drank it like 1 or 2 months ago. It was forest fruits. Yes, it was so good. I drank it only once this year, and I haven't found it in any other shops. Oh my god! It's time for the subscription already? Thank you, Ken! Thank you! You're always here to support me. Thank you. Thank you for your money. Drink lava? No, no, too hot for me. I'm also very sensitive to temperature, so lava's too hot for me. But I've ate lava cake just one time, and I liked it. So I guess it's close enough. All right, pizza and pasta, but not only. But I guess these are like my favorite kinds of food. Maybe this is kind of stupid. You might think I like fast food because I like pizza, but it's not true. Not true at all. If you consider pizza a fast food, well, this is the only fast food I like. When it comes to pizza, I'm the actual connoisseur. Um, it's different than if I have with tea. The tea I just like. I just like to drink. I like to try new things. When it comes to pizza, I'm going to different places and ordering mostly the same thing in every place. With, because I'd like to compare how different restaurants make the same pizza, and then when you have this comparison, you can tell more easily if this is a nice place to eat or not. This maybe might be a little controversial because my favorite pizza, well, maybe it's not like the favorite one, but from this generic and more known kinds of pizza, I'm a Hawaiian pizza enthusiast. So I would say the pineapple belongs on pizza. I will fight for Hawaiian pizza. Lasagna, I love lasagna. Hey, but actually, in lasagna, you have pasta, thin pasta plate. This is still pasta, so it's still good. I do love lasagna. I love it. Same with spaghetti and like I don't know what else you can think of that has pasta, but I probably like it. Cancelled for pineapple? Okay, listen to this because like this is like a generic pizza I like the most. Hawaiian pizza is something you can find in most pizza restaurants. But my favorite combination of ingredients on a pizza is like you have a Hawaiian pizza, just a standard one. So there's cheese, there's a ham, and there's pineapple. What I like to add to it is a banana, okay? A banana on pizza. I like to top it with curry, like sprinkle curry over the whole pizza. Also, when you have curry on the pizza, what's good with it is chicken. If you put some chicken fragments on the pizza, I started liking it not so long ago, and I also like corn. This is I never thought about corn too much, but I actually like corn a lot, and I feel like corn tastes very nicely with curry and chicken. And since those ingredients are already there, I can eat all of it together, and I consider it a great composition. And I'm not sure if I found a combination like this in any restaurant. It's like a custom combination of ingredients I like, but I don't eat it very often. And when it comes to pasta, I guess I love spaghetti bolognese, but especially the one my mom makes. I don't know why, but I just love it. But I also like other kinds of pasta. Uh, my mom likes to experiment a lot, so she makes different sauces. Some do have mushrooms, some have chicken, and some don't. She also uses quite a lot of spinach, and I generally never liked spinach. But when she made this chicken with spinach and pasta in a sauce, I started liking spinach just because of it. I don't know, it tastes so good. And the next part that's hiding behind the phone chat. There's Lolita and Gothic aesthetic, but in the meantime, thanks to Reichi, this is a shout out for Reichi. Turns out, what I was looking for all my life was something in between of Lolita and Gothic fashion. The thing I like the most is Jiraike. I do like pastel goth as well, and the Gothic Lolita as well, casual Lolita, all those are very nice, yes, yes, yes. But what I've been searching for is Jiraike. And I did not correct the presentation, but this is it, yes. And the last thing is puzzle games, but I will talk about it more in just a moment. But I'm a very smart cat, very smart cat, and I like puzzle games, but not like puzzle games when you have those parts and you connect them and it makes a picture. No, no. I mean, I do like puzzles like this as well. In real life, I like to assign them. I'm a big fan of puzzles. And when it comes to games, what I mean is like the games when you play and you gotta think. Of course, there are some games that are not puzzle games and that I like to play and not think much about it. But games like Portal, this is something that catches my attention. Yeah, I do like Portal a lot. Now it's time for the things I don't like. I'm a picky cat. There are a lot of things I don't like, or at least prefer not to eat when it comes to food. First of all, when it comes to drinks, I don't like milk, coffee, or alcohol. When it comes to milk, I guess I got intolerance. Like I guess I'm lactose intolerant. I didn't know about it for my whole life, which made me get troubled a lot because my mom thought that being intolerant for something was the same thing as being allergic. And she never checked if I was being intolerant because she checked for allergies and she was like, no, you're not allergic, so you don't have milk intolerance. Which I find pretty stupid, but also quite funny. My mom saying, yeah, see. Fun fact, most of adult cats don't drink milk. Yeah. But I had troubles with milk when I was a young cat too, so not much changed. When it comes to like pure milk, I just hate the taste, okay? I won't tolerate it. I just want to throw it out of my mouth as soon as the milk gets to my lips. That's not for me. So I'm not even drinking milk that's without lactose or maybe soy milk. No, it's when it comes to taste, it's too close to the original milk for me to drinking. So I don't like any milk. Coffee, I don't know. I do like sweet things. Coffee's not one of them. There was this time I tried to make myself drink coffee because other people were doing so. And I added sugar. Nothing changed it. Like, I felt like the sugar wasn't there. So at some point, I added like, I don't know, maybe 5 spoons of sugar into my coffee, and it changed nothing. It was so bitter, and I hated it. And I already knew I didn't like milk. But I thought, okay, people add milk, it changes the taste of the coffee. I will add just a little bit. And I added like a little bit. It was horrible, okay? When it was bitter, even without sugar, I could at least drink it. But when I added this a little bit of milk, I couldn't drink it at all. Yeah, and alcohol, I don't know if there are any people who actually like alcohol. Like, not the effects of it, but like the taste. I don't know, alcohol is pretty strong and it hurts my tongue and also my throat. It always hurts, so I hate it. I don't have anything against bees. Bees are nice, but when it comes to wasps, oh god, this is something I don't really like. When it comes to animals, I do love most of the animals, but they are not one of them. There was this one time a wasp stinged me by accident. Like, I think I laid my hand on it and it stung me, and no. No, after this one time, I'm not going back to liking them. And a few years later, I guess we had a nest next to my room somewhere. I couldn't identify when it was. I guess somewhere in the wall, because even when the windows were closed, they were somehow spawning in my room. I had a wasp spawner and I couldn't free myself from them. I was always running away and I felt so insecure in my own room. That sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, you wake up and there's a wasp because like you're sleeping peacefully. Imagine you're sleeping peacefully, having nice dreams, and you wake up to a sound of bzzz, bzzz, not even close to your ear, but like somewhere there, and you hear it and you wake up and you're stressed and you're like, what's that? What's that? And you see a wasp and it's coming in your direction. I don't know what's up with hornets and like wasps, but they always like to come near me. I don't know, maybe I eat so much sweetie things that that they want to eat me too. I don't know, but I don't have sugar problems. Like my blood sugar is in a normal level. Okay, I'm good. So it shouldn't be a problem. You smell like candy. Hey, when I was in middle school or maybe in primary school, some of my friends told me I smell like candy. And I thought it was because of my hair conditioner. And I don't use the same hair conditioner or nothing. I'm using different things and you say that I'm still smelling like candy. Yeah, so that was my story with wasps. Gacha and competitive games. It's not like I hate them. It's not like I don't like them. I played some gacha games. I played them before, yes. I liked some of them, but not because of the gacha part. I'm one of these people that when you have like a premium coins in the game, I always keep them and I never use them. So playing gacha games for me is stupid because I would have to use those gems and I wouldn't like to. You know, like there's a conflict in my head that like it's not worth my money. And yeah, and especially when it comes to like buying something with real money inside the game, no. So the games that are mostly gacha, like this is their main mechanic, I'm not really interested in. And when it comes to competitive games, most of them are about shooting. So I'm not a fan of this. Too much social interaction. Yeah. Yesterday and today, I was so worn out because of that. I'm totally introverted. Yes, I've got some limits, and I need some time for my. When it comes to fish, yes, I'm a picky eater, and I only eat tuna and salmon. Like the fish that are worth the most of them, a lot of money. This is what I like. And needles, yes. Not only needles, I've got a phobia, like related to needles, but not only them. This is the biggest problem for me, probably. Going to a doctor's to get my blood checked, it's a big no-no. If I can somehow evade it, I will. And once it's out my back, okay, maybe not many people do it now, but I thought it would be nice. These are some of the things I usually bring with myself anywhere, even if I don't need to. Well, maybe I need to bring my phone, wallet, and keys, but iPad, I bring it everywhere, and even if I don't need it, I cannot touch it, and I still bring it with myself. So of course I got my phone, and when it comes to the drawings behind me, this is actually what my things look like. Well, you can see the art style, so it's not like 100% the same. But I've got a cat phone case, and I've got a cat keychain, and also a cat wallet, yes. And when it comes to my Apple Pencil, it also has a case with cat ears. So there are cats everywhere, and I'm trying to keep everything pink. I'm getting back to my primary school era when pink was my favorite color. And then I had this era when I was like, no, I hate pink. Pink is so bad and stupid, and I don't know. I just started hating pink because I liked it too much. And I also bring water with myself. Well, maybe not always. I stopped bringing it some time ago. because I've been going to places that do have water, so I just didn't need it. But I have a small bottle after Mogu Mogu, and I put some water over there. And the last thing you cannot see on the slide is the earphones, because you know, I've got cat ears and it's hard to use headphones because they're not suitable for cat ears. They're for human. So I've got earphones and I plug them inside the fur in my ears. Yes. This is the easier way, I guess. And yes, when it comes to my future of streaming, I'm still not giving up. After that many times, still not giving up. And I will stream commissions because I've got quite a lot of them. And I guess I might get even more in the future. Thank you for the hype, but check Discord, alrighty. Ah! Okay, how will I show it? Wait, I want to show it on stream. Give me a moment. I got the fan art in the middle of the stream. Look how cute it is. This is from Reichi. She draws very nice stuff. You can look forward to more of her artworks. Some personal projects, and what I mean is just drawing illustrations for myself. Maybe some fan arts. Game art, I guess it would be like some maybe pixel arts, maybe UI sometimes, maybe some comics. But generally stuff involving working on games from the artistic side. Because I also do stuff in Unity, but I consider it not that interesting to watch. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I'm focusing more on the art part. Cute cat and puzzle games, yes. This is also not a surprise because I played games like this in the past. I'm not thinking of any specific games, but there are a lot of games on Steam. They're like $1 each, and they're very cute and chill, and they have cats, and quite a lot of them involve doing little puzzles, like moving things around to create a pattern, or something like this. So I do like games like this, and I still got some I haven't played. So we gotta do it someday. Playing with viewers, which is something I will also do today after the presentation. I hope to play with you guys because there will be some prizes for the winners. I don't think I ever played with viewers, but this is something I definitely want to check out. Thank you, Mruva, for the fan art. Is that the new model? Yes, this is my new model. I hope I will bring it to life soon. The last thing on the list is possible collabs. I hope I could collab with people, but maybe not on my channel. But if someone will make a collab, I will gladly join if I have time and if it's going to be something that interests me. Then we could make a collab. Generally, I would like to participate in more collabs. Yes. And favorite games, yes. So Portal, yes, I mentioned Portal already. It's definitely one of my favorite games when it comes to the games I gotta think. And I love both parts, both Portal 1 and 2. I consider them both brilliant and like a masterpiece of some sort. They have very good storytelling. The puzzles were also very nice. They could be challenging in some moments, maybe. It's hard for me to tell objectively because I finished the game more than once, so they are not that troublesome for me. And you can probably finish Portal 2 in like 15 minutes, maybe. But my little brother tried playing it, some time ago, and I think he gave up somewhere in the middle, saying that it was too hard for him. I guess it could be valid. But it's definitely worth playing. Slime Rancher, yeah. This is a game that I do love since it came out. Yes, Slime Rancher is such a comfy game. It's such a comfy game that I finished playing it in like, it was 5 a.m. I was so excited, and I was like, look, everyone, you gotta check it out. Look, I finished the game. I did this and I did that. And everyone was sleeping already. But I was so invested in the game. And I'm a huge fan. I finished the plot, like the main plot. I guess I finished it like 3 times. What slime is your favorite? Tabby. Yes, well, wait, I do like Tabby slime a lot, but I also like the Lucky Cat one, Lucky Slime. It's still a cat, but I kind of like the colors more. Um, it's not a slime you can capture, but I've got quite of like an obsession about it. I just hear the coins jiggle, and I'm like, there's a lucky slime, there's a lucky slime, guys, get a chicken, get a chicken. um so I guess that would be the one. And I know Slime Rancher 2 came out, and I was very excited since it was announced, but turned out it was it's too expensive for me to buy just like this. I did not buy it yet. Maybe someday. I know there's a summer sale right now, but it's still kinda too expensive for me. Also, I will just wait a little bit longer, and I hope to play it. Final Fantasy. I do like Final Fantasy generally as a series. I haven't played them all, but I did play quite a lot. This is also a controversial opinion because lots of people like Final Fantasy VII, but I don't say it's not good, but it's definitely not my favorite. Not even in the top 3 games from the Final Fantasy main series. No, not even top 3. And I'm kinda sad that it gained such a popularity, but when it comes to other Final Fantasy parts that came out for the PS1, well, they did not. They didn't get a remake or a remaster, like a good remaster. So I'm like, because Final Fantasy VIII is definitely my favorite Final Fantasy part when it comes to the plot, but I also find it quite confusing. And I also do love Final Fantasy IX. It was the first part I played like ever, and I've got so many nice memories with it. And I love the soundtrack, I love the characters, and it was like, technically it was pretty advanced. It sucked out the most out of the PS1 console, right? It couldn't get better. I would say with my own eyes, this is like my own opinion, that Final Fantasy IX is definitely better than Final Fantasy VII. I find it more interesting, even though it's like a typical fantasy, a medieval one. But it's also a part of the game that if you wanna get into playing Final Fantasy generally, then I recommend starting with Final Fantasy IX. Because yeah. Because yeah. I won't say too much, not to spoil it, but I hope some of you guys could play it someday. Persona 5. Okay, I also do like Persona generally as a series, but since I did not play that many parts of it, I decided to put Persona 5 on the list. I was actually amazed with the game itself when I played it. And I guess it came out in 2016 and I played it in like 2020, so quite a lot of time has passed. I think by that time Royal could have came out, maybe something around that time, and I haven't played Royal. But I fell in love with Persona 5 so much, and with the characters and the plot and how it looks. There's literally nothing I dislike about this game. It was such a ride for me to play it. Awesome, definitely awesome. Cat Quest, waiting for the arrival of Cat Quest 3. Oh, don't tell me about it. I remember the times that Cat Quest 2 came out, and I was also pretty excited for it. So I was waiting for Cat Quest 3 and they announced some pirate spin-off. I don't mind it. I would like to play it when it comes out, but I'm very interested what would happen in Cat Quest 3, and because I feel like there's no continuation to the story. Like I don't have any ideas what they might put in the next part of the game. And there are many more games I do like. It was hard for me to choose like top 5. And I also put Minecraft on the list. Because why not? Maybe it's not like my favorite game, but it's a game I'm still getting back to, even after many years. Mostly to just build stuff and check out the new updates. But it still makes me come back, so I guess it makes sense to put it on this list. We finished the About Me part. Yes, time for a little change. We're going to discuss previous models. And this makes me embarrassed quite a little bit. It's my first 3D model. And I was never too happy about it. You can see how it looks compared to the newest model. Don't even look at how it looks, like how it moves around, but just like the style. This was still the Viroid beta when I made the previous model. And since it was my first model ever, I guess, I used most of the default textures and it just changed the colors. And also my design, my character design was rather simple back then. I'm not that happy about this model. So there was this time I made another one and I played with textures a lot more. I think the dress did not change at all compared to the previous model, but it was a huge change for the face, eyes, and hair, and also the ears, because that was the moment that the Viroid, like the full version, that Viroid came out of beta. That was the time. And I also started getting into Blender and Unity more, so I added a crown for myself and that was it. It was basically a converted model from the beta and some things were just changed. Oh, there was also a tail, but there was nothing about it. It didn't even have any bones. Yeah, and there was this small arc of me having an alternative model with Seifuku. Wait, how was it called in English? School uniform, yes, school uniform. So as you can see, the hair and eyes are the same, but the clothes changed. I did not have a full model picture, but I think you get the idea. But it was like just an alternative, simple clothing. And since I was so unhappy about my previous 3D models, I started making a 2D model. Did not get to rigging. I just made the art. it was of course divided. Then it turned out I had more things to work on and I never finished it. I was also unhappy about it. I was especially unhappy about the eyes, and I'm always unhappy about how I draw eyes. I don't know what's up with this, but I'm always unhappy. I've been using this one reference over and over in most places when I just had to show the design to other people. Because it's pretty clear, and it definitely made a better work than the previous models. But yeah, I was still not happy about it. And yeah, this is something more recent when I got a new computer, or even before that. But I've been planning to get a new computer for quite some time, so I also worked on a new model. Because I've been generally unhappy about my design. It was too simple for me. I did not want to change it. Oh wait, there's a fan art from Poco. Another kid. I wouldn't mind if somebody feed me that way. Cause that food, it doesn't look bad at all. Oh, and we've got another one. Inspired by the previous fan art from Ruva. This is a fan art from How How. Together with a blob Misu. Thank you for the fan arts, guys. By the way, I never thought I would get fan arts in the middle of the stream. But I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. For real, for real. But getting back to this model, I've been preparing for the debut of the maid model, which this is the one you see in the background. I called it the maid model because it was kind of inspired by some maid outfits. I guess mostly because of this apron. But still a princess because I did have a crown. What can I else say about this model? Well, it was definitely a huge improvement. I think the model was generally more interesting than the previous one because of the colors and my general improvement in drawing. So I made all the textures myself and also styled it like it was a drawing. Like maybe it doesn't look like a 2D drawing, but the textures are drawn in a similar way like I do draw normally. So I consider it a general improvement, a very big one. It was a very big step. Yeah, and when I started working on this model, I already had a design prepared. So it all started with a sketch. And the thing you can see in the like middle rectangle was my basic idea for the maid model. It had a sweater. And I kinda didn't like how it looked. So I scraped it and I made another version that ultimately became the maid model. But I never gave up on the sweater. This is what inspired me after many months to create this one art that's just behind of me. And I liked it so much, I wanted to create a model as well. This is basically what happened. All of it was kind of like a mistake, maybe. Like, maybe not a mistake, but you know the drill. Like, it was pretty random. I just never gave up on the sweater. So this brings us to today's model. I don't know what else can I say. Yeah, it was a happy mistake. Let's call it a happy mistake. But I'm very happy that the model actually works and it's here and I can move it around. What I would like to say is that I'm not giving up and I'm still going to make many more models because this is what brings me joy. and I get hyper fixated on making a model for myself. And it's always like this. And I just stay up late for the whole week. Of course, I'm sleeping, but like, I'm getting so fixated on making a model that I'm like just sitting by the computer 8 hours or even more. And I'm just making it, not doing anything else. And I love this. I love this mood. I love this energy. This is not how I work usually. I don't know why I am like this, but I love the feeling of working on my own model and getting so excited for it. So what I'm planning for the future is maybe a swimsuit model. I hope not too revealing, but since I already have a swimsuit design, then why not? I was also thinking of getting back to the school uniform model to make an attempt to convert it on my new model over here. I'm so bad at making models. Maybe it's just not your thing, because I can easily say that making a model for others doesn't bring me that much joy as making a model for myself. So commissions for VOD models are closed. I think they are closed for good because I wouldn't like to spend so much time on making a model for others. Like, I know I could just stop in the middle and never get back to it. So it's too much for me. only models for myself. So I'm not so good at making models as well. Swimming miso, yes, swimming miso. Oh, by the way, I'm not a big fan of water. Like, I don't like the feeling of water pouring at me, and I generally don't like being wet. It's not like I'm a dirty cat. I'm a clean cat. Okay, I like being clean. I just don't like being wet. And can you swim? Yeah, I can swim. I even have a document that that kind of proves I can swim, like a swimming card. Same with the same with bikes. So I can swim in many different ways. I got it in primary school. It was like, it wasn't hard to get it. Everyone got it. At least in my class. But I don't know anyone else who has it, so I'm always flexing and I'm like, ha, look, I've got a swimming card. Yeah, so I can swim, but I don't swim too often. I like to get my feet wet. Okay, I would gladly go into the sea and like just play around. I liked swimming in the in childhood, but I guess I kind of grew up from it. I don't like it that much now. Okay, and this is huge. I'm talking about the current and the previous mate model. I would like to announce that I'm not redebuting. This is just an alternative outfit, and both the comfy outfit and the mate outfit, both of them are still valid, and I will use both of them. And since I do like both of them, this is what I can do. Here I am. Be prepared. See, just one click, and I'm here. It's a magical girl transformation. This is the most advanced model I ever had. And this is why I actually have so much fun because it works so well. I don't know. I don't know. And this is too advanced for me. I couldn't make it by myself. I would like to thank Zmiennis, who's in cinema right now. But he helped me a lot. He generally was my technical support when it came to something breaking up, and if I needed advice, I knew I could ask him for help. He's also the one who implemented the AR kit, so this is why I'm moving my face in a fancy way. And he also added Magica Cloth to the model, so it generally moves around better. And he's also the one responsible for this fancy transition. And he generally made quite a lot of improvements to the model, such as those flowy ears. If you would like to have a model of similar complexity to the one I have, like the one with AR kit, Magica Cloth, maybe some fancy things with your ears, or some other blend shapes like this, because this change of clothes, this is just a blend shape. You gotta trust him. He's got his commissions open, and here his Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube handles. You can also find him on Twitch, but he does not stream that much, so these are the social media he uses more, I guess. I'm very grateful for his help. And since this is a debut, I also do have new assets, but I guess I shared some of them before. We've got new emotes you can find on Twitch and Discord. I guess I added to Twitch just one new emote because it was too hard for me to decide. But we generally have many more emotes. If you're not on my Discord server, then I recommend joining for nice free emotes. Yes. We've got new alerts. Twitch panels also have been revamped. The one behind me is like a new one made from nothing, I guess. Like the other ones, they have been remastered. They have a new background, like there's this sakura flower and a gradient, and they were like just made a little more fancy than they were. But when it comes to this links panel, this is entirely new. Here it is. We've got the overlays, yeah. You've already seen them. Most of them look very similar. I like to keep it simple. I like it that way generally. Let me make a quick show off. We've got a starting soon screen. Be right back, and thanks for watching. This will be the free I will show right now. Okay, so as you can see, they were not that complicated, but I kind of like the vibe. Love the startings. Thank you. I'm a huge fan of this gallery, and it was actually pretty easy to make it in After Effects. I was sure it will be quite a lot of trouble, but it actually turned out very well. Yeah, also the stinger, the transition. This is something I'm very proud of. Okay, the overlays, I'm proud of them, but they're like nothing special. But when it comes to the stinger, since I started streaming like 2 years, I guess, because today is the anniversary of my first stream, my first debut. This is why it's an anniversary debut. I always wanted to make a stinger for myself, but I was confused about how to make it. And I finally found some references. I didn't even watch any tutorials because the time came for me that I just looked at the stinger and I understood how it works. I don't know, I guess it comes with experience in generally working with animations, maybe, when it comes to stingers. So I'm very happy with how it worked out. I don't think there's something else I'm that proud of. Not counting the model, because the model's the main character today. But the stinger. Look professional, I could sell it. Do you want to buy it? To be honest, it's been a ride making it. It took me quite some time to figure out some stuff, but now that I did, now I feel so, I don't know, I'm a pro After Effects master. We've got Vinyan throwables. These are just simple 3D models I also made by myself, and I'm also rather proud of them. I'm not sure if you will see them that well because they're very fast. Wow. I called it. But I've made a set of some custom throwables. Oh. Oh, there was a fish. You could see the fish. There was a fish, there was a skeleton fish, there were some blueberries, which are my favorite fruit. There was a ring, there was a crown, a sakura flower, and some other things. I don't remember. There were quite a lot of them. And also the schedule template, which I used 1 or 2 times. But let me show it. Okay, so this is schedule. It looks very similar to my overlays, so it's nothing special. But what is interesting is this is my actual schedule for the next week. I hope to start a streaming marathon next week. Having a break for the weekend and starting on Monday with community games, when you could win prizes for getting the first place, or maybe even top 3. I'm mostly thinking about illustrations because this is what I can do. On Tuesday we'll focus on tier lists. Yes, tier lists. But believe me, there will be some controversies when it comes to tier lists. But no VTuber tier list. No. You just might not agree with my choices when it comes to fruits. That will be very subjective, but really, this is nothing special. Pasta tier list? Oh, I haven't found a pasta tier list, but I will search for it. Same with pizza. These are great ideas. Although I've got some prepared already, I guess I found 5 that I liked. Polish cuisine? I'm generally not a fan of Polish cuisine, so... But you can send me the links to some tier lists you would like me to complete on stream. You can do so in my private messages on Discord, or on Twitch, or Twitter, or generally on my Discord server. Sweets tier list. Yes. Cat tier list. No. Cat tier list would be pretty stupid because I do love all of the cats. Ice cream tier list. Oh, ice cream tier list. A good one. This is a good one. I do love ice cream, and I tried many different ones. Another huge update, well, maybe not the update, but like announcement, is that this is not a regular marathon. This is an extended marathon. During the marathon, you can take part in it. You can support my stream by leaving follows, bits, subscriptions, and well, the redeems don't count. But I'm also very grateful for them too. So this is not a regular subathon. I would like to be thankful for everyone who participates in any way, even the follows. So I've got some tiers, let's call it tiers, and you can win the prizes, like you as a community. But there are also some goals, like illustration raffle. So, well, this is a raffle. You can win an illustration just for yourself. Song cover, yes, this is actually something I've been thinking about for a very long time, which is also why it's for 25 subs. I'm not sure if I wanna do it. I mean, I kinda want to, but I'm not too sure. You know, I have those songs I do love, and I'm always singing for myself when I'm alone. But I never record anything because I'm pretty sure I'm not good at singing, and I'm pretty shy about it too. So definitely no karaoke streams, but maybe a song cover. I can somehow imagine that. You're not a bad singer. I wanted to say you haven't heard me, but you actually did. So I can't say anything. And there are also some other things here that I would probably do even without the subs and bits. For example, the merchandise. I'm not giving up on this. I'm not giving up. There will be merchandise, but it depends on you if it will be available. Because I was thinking if I ever make merch, just like with my character, as a price for the subscriptions, I was thinking of giving away some of the merchandise, maybe like free of it or something, and like making a contest or a raffle so you could win it. And if you do not win, then you can of course buy it. That was the idea. If we don't have 20 subs, I guess it will be just for the sale. Well, 20 subs is a lot, at least for me. But this is like a support. This is like the money I would use to probably buy the merchandise. So that's why it's like a goal for 20 subs. So it will be more realistic financially for me. Oh yeah, and this graphic will be posted on my Twitter and Discord as well, so you won't miss it. But this is it. Yeah. A huge announcement for the next week. And I'm very excited because I don't think there was a week I've been streaming for like every day. We'll see how it goes. And I'm sure I won't be streaming for the whole day. And like I won't be making the streams 20 hours long. For sure not. But I will just try to push myself more to stream every day, because this is something I would like to do but I never did. And now we'll move on to the Q&A. I've got some prepared already. So I've got some questions prepared because I've been making a Q&A on Instagram and Twitter, and I haven't been answering these questions just for me to answer them today. So it took me a few months, but here I am. But still, if you have any questions that won't be in the presentations and you would like me to answer them, you can leave them in the chat right now and during the whole Q&A, and I will try my best to answer them. The first question is, when did you create your OC? This is a huge story because my OC, my persona, has been changing over the years quite a lot. And it's been usually dependent on how I look in real life. And I always try to draw myself somehow because I've been always into drawing. So I, of course, sometimes try to draw something with me as a main character. Because why not? For me right now, my OC, my persona, is something, it's kind of like a comfort zone for me. If I want to practice drawing, practice shading, practice some poses, and I don't know what to draw, I don't have a character for a fan art that would suit the pose, then I just take my character. So that's why you can see me in many different variations, making many different expressions, and it's mostly because I just want to practice. Yeah, so it's kind of like my comfort character, and that's why also I like to perform as one. And to answer the question, the first time I did create my OC was something about 7 or 8 years ago. That's really long time. I think it was like middle school. Yeah, it was middle school. I was 14 years old. and my character looked differently, very differently. Um, Different hairstyle, different hair color, different clothes. And I changed the design closer to how I look now around 4 years ago. The first model, like the first simple one, black and white, it was the design I made 4 years ago. And I've been keeping it with me for quite some time. And it was also a pretty important moment in my life back then. It was a huge change to how I look and behave. So it also reflected the change in the character itself. Oh, and also what connected both the newer model and the previous one from the middle school were, of course, the cat ears. I guess cat ears and the cat tail. This is the only thing that never changed. It was always there. And they were always black colored. I have stories from my mom that when I was 2 years old, I already loved cats. I tried to behave like a cat and do things like cats do. It's possible I loved cats like always. And like there are some moments I feel like I was supposed to be a cat. Maybe I was a cat in a previous life. Something like this. And maybe it's stupid, some people won't believe it, but I kind of feel like it could be true. What made you become a VTuber? That's not a long question and not a long answer. My friends made me do so. 2 years ago, there was this one time I got a commission. I think it was like my first ever proper commission, and it was from Zmienne. Zmienne was my first commissioner. And since I was making a VTuber design for him, I kinda got into VTubers. I mean, I did not watch much of them, but I tried to engage in the community. So I got to know other Polish VTubers, like for example Miła, Zmienne, Aki, was Ines. Generally, most of the Polish VTuber community back then, and we started to get closer. And since I did draw quite a lot of things back then, maybe I was more productive. And I've been also drawing fan art. There was this time when Miwa told me, "Hey, you draw nicely. Become a VTuber." I was like, maybe. But before she even said that, let's put it differently. First, many years ago, I got to know Kizuna Ai, like not personally, but I've seen her video and I was fascinated. And I thought, hey, I want to be someone like this too. But there wasn't, this technology wouldn't be even that simple to use back then. There was no VOD. There were no, I don't know, maybe lip motion existed already, not sure. But like, it wasn't that accessible. There were no free softwares for me to use. I didn't know much about it, and I didn't even use internet that much. So of course I didn't do anything in this direction. And then Zmienne and Miwa, they changed everything because I felt like this is my future. I'm going to be a VTuber like them. I kind of felt it in the bones, but I was like, no, I'm not a VTuber. No, definitely not. And I was trying to stop myself from doing so. But when Miwa suggested it, I just couldn't say no. Yeah. You made me do so. Even though the first year it was hard because I did like 3 streams during the whole year. My laptop just couldn't handle it. Both the laptop and the internet. Then my internet improved and my laptop got worse generally. But now that I have a new computer since last year, I can stream, and I'm very happy I did stream at least once a month. I still have trouble with consistency, but I'm doing my best, and sometimes life's hard and it's hard to like be consistent and stream every day or every week. But I'm never forgetting about you guys. I never forgot about streaming. I was always thinking about streaming, so you know I'm still here. Are there any famous VTubers you would like to collab with? And this was probably one of the hardest question I got on the Q&A, because this is something I never thought about. And I thought of the answer just today, because I just started analyzing if I even do watch famous VTubers. Because, to be honest, I don't watch much Vishoto, Nijisanji, or Hololive. I mean, I've seen some people, I've seen some streams. I know they do exist. Somehow never got invested. And there is this one VTuber who doesn't stream often, and I do know them because they're a pretty famous artist. And they also became a VTuber when generally VTubing became popular among artists. Her name's Rosary, if you know her. She's rather popular. Rosu's a very nice granny. Yeah, Rosuri. I don't know what to say about her. She's so comfy. She's so nice. Even if she's popular and she has many people on her stream, I can freely chat. I can actually post a message at her stream and she will answer it, which is amazing because I feel welcomed. She never criticized me. She was always kind to everyone. I mean, I don't think I ever said something to be criticized about, but you know, you get the drill. And she's laughing a lot. The chat makes her laugh. She also laughs at her own mistakes, so she doesn't get that depressed. And I'm kind of aspiring to be like her. I mean, her art's godlike, and she's such an awesome person too. She seems so friendly, and this is probably a VTuber I like to watch the most. Like, generally. Maybe she doesn't have well, and also her model and the overlays are very pretty. Like, there's nothing I could complain about. Of course, some people do have like more advanced models, more advanced technology, they stream more often, but Rosuri, she makes the streams that I feel most comfy in. And she also uses some music that's very chill too, and I do like it. It's just nice to watch her draw, so I guess it would be nice to collab with her. Like, of course, I'm not planning anything like this. This is not my league. But if I ever had the opportunity, then I would gladly play a game with her, or make an art collab. I don't know, or just talk with her more more personally, I guess. Someday, who knows? When it comes to drawing collabs, which are do more often and I feel like I'm more capable of, I would like to draw something with girls from Vugen, all 6 of them. I mean, maybe not at the same time, but all of those, they draw so nicely, and I would kind of want to be part of them, you know? Like, they feel so awesome, but so far away at the same time. Like, feeling like I would never be there. What was your first drawing tablet? Oh, and this is easy. It was a Wacom Bamboo, small sized. I consider it very small. It was like maybe A5 paper, so it was really small, and I never had trouble getting used to it. It was rather easy for me to like look at the screen but draw here. It wasn't much of a trouble. There was a time when I felt blocked by how small it was and inaccurate too. I think I got to know it when I started complaining to my friend. My friend was also an artist, And I was like, hey, this is so annoying that when making line art I gotta draw very long lines because I just can't stop in the middle and continue from the same spot. So I'm making those huge lines and it makes me tired. And my friend was like, hey, but you can start at the same place you just stopped drawing. Like, it's nothing complicated. And I'm like, no, what do you mean? This is physically not possible for me. And it turned out that the tablet was, I don't know, I think it was because of the size, but it wasn't, I literally couldn't place my pen in the same spot as I finished the line. And it turned out the tablet wasn't that accurate. I mean, it was good for beginners to check out if I like drawing generally. Maybe it was faulty, I don't know. It didn't seem like it was faulty. It just seemed inaccurate a little bit. It's not like I made a dot, like tried to draw a line in a very different spot. It was just a difference of a few pixels, like maybe 2 pixels or 3. But it annoyed me, you know? I'm a perfectionist and I couldn't stand it. Oh, I do talk a lot today. Oh, thank you for the subscription! Oh my god! Yeah, so that was the moment I thought, like, I gotta change the tablet and let's go huge. I already, my next step, there wasn't like a maybe a little bigger graphic tablet or a small screen tablet. No, I had to go huge. And as a present from my mom and my grandpa, I got a big screen tablet, but it wasn't like a screen tablet you plug into your computer. No, it was a standalone computer with Windows on it. It was a computer. And I'm so grateful because this tablet, it's a love of my life and it actually helped me so much. During all, I think 4 years I had it, it was really a huge change for me. I could bring it anywhere with me. I could draw at school. I could draw while, I don't know, doing something else because these were separate computers. And at this point, my tablet was a better computer than my old laptop. Now it changed a little because I've got a new computer. I'm not using the old laptop anymore. Yeah, so that was Wacom Bamboo was my first drawing tablet. Is there a color you don't like working with? Yeah, there is. Color I don't like working with is orange. And if I were to choose a color I generally don't like, it would be probably also orange, just because I don't like working with it. And I don't like it because it's hard for me to find a shade of orange that wouldn't be too dull, like grayish or too pastelish. I gotta find something in between all those three. It's hard for me to find a shade of orange that would be somewhere in the middle. So I don't like working with it just because of it. When it comes to the colors I do like working with, I guess the best would be red. I do love working with red a lot. I also like working with pink tones and darker shades of purple. Like, not the ones you can see here on my stream, but the ones that get more into blue, maybe like dark blue, something in this direction. They are very nice to work with. How many years have you been drawing? This gets a little complicated because, you know, kids do draw. Like, generally, they do draw from time to time. They have art lessons at school. But when you get older, like over the time, you get to know that drawing's not really for you. And maybe you don't like it, maybe it makes you tired. Or maybe you don't see the effects, any progress or so. And you just give up and you don't draw. In my case, I've been always drawing and I always like it. I just never stopped. I've been drawing a lot of cats in the kindergarten. Like, until I was in primary school or even later, I guess, I tried not to draw humans at all. I've been only interested in cats in various places. For example, cats on a tree, or cats by a fireplace inside a house, or something like this. But always a cat and some scenery. Of course, I've been drawing like a kid. Like it wasn't really anything impressive. And I never thought about like studying art. But when I was in kindergarten, I thought, oh, I would like to draw for a living. Like, I would like to do it for the rest of my life. I was totally in love with drawing. And there was this day that our teacher in the kindergarten asked everyone what they would like to do in the future. Because it's pretty interesting to hear kids' ideas for the future. Even if they don't do it later on, but they don't have to pursue it, just the idea. And I said I would like to be an artist. And what the teacher said was, oh, so you would like to draw on the street and sell your art there. And I thought that I felt like it was the only option for me. I resigned because my first thought was, okay, I won't make a living of it. And I would like to do art for a living. I won't get enough money. I won't be living nicely. I wouldn't even get myself food for the pay I would get. Because I've been passing by people like this who drew or on the street. I was never interested to buy anything from them. So why would other people be interested to buy anything from me, right? But still, I never stopped drawing. I just did not pursue it as a professional career. But then I got into drawing anime. I started watching and then I started drawing because like it was a huge inspiration for me. I started making OCs in the universe of certain animes. You know it. You probably know it. And then it turns out that it was such a huge inspiration for me that I started drawing human in a better way than like before. I started to enjoy drawing humans, which was pretty unusual for me back then. And since I was practicing so much drawing in this style, I got better. I've noticed the progress and it made me motivated. So around maybe 15 years old, maybe I was even younger, but I decided I would like to pursue art as a career, and I would like to not give up for sure. I made an Instagram account in like 2013 when it had this very old brownish icon. So I've been drawing in a more, let's say, professional way. I guess the anime style. Let's start with anime style. I've been drawing cute anime girls about 12 years old. 12 years. Yeah. It's like half of my life. Even more than half of my life. As for the plans for the future, I would like to be a freelance illustrator. I mean, I could have problems to actually live off being freelance illustrator, but like this is a perfect vision for me to just stay at home and draw for other people. It brings me joy. I like it. I generally like it. And this nice feeling when I get a commission. It's not about money, like, wow, this nice feeling, I got $50. No, it's more like, whoa, someone noticed me. The same feeling I have when someone just follows me on social media. Even if they don't need to pay me for me to feel this warmth inside. Yeah, I would like to continue doing that. And owning a small merchandise store would be very nice too. I mean, not like having an actual store building, but maybe having a little factory at my own room, making stickers and other stuff, and just selling it on the internet or some conventions. That would be great. Can you show us some of your face drawings? Yeah, yes. Of course I can. I prepared them. I added them to the presentation. Here they are. um, these are my actual drawings from the kindergarten. As you can see, these are all cats. These were the drawings I made for a book. Well, maybe not like a whole book, but a small story. There was this contest in the kindergarten to write a story and like illustrate it. And I did. And I think I won it. I'm not sure, but it was quite a huge contest, if I remember correctly. And I was just at home sitting by the table with my mom. She was in front of me and she was noting everything I said about the plot for the book. I was like, yeah, and there's this guy and this girl, they're both cats, and they're like the king and the queen, and they have a daughter, a princess, a cat princess, and there's a bad guy, a bad cat, he's a pirate. And there was this whole story of them. I like how baked is the white one on the left. Maybe. One more slide. This is a big battle scene. The princess has been captured. Of course, by the bad pirate cat. He took the princess to his castle, which you can see on the drawing over here. And of course, since her parents were the king and the queen, they of course had their own army, and they sent some big ships to knock down the bad guy's castle and free the princess. So they attacked, and it turned out the princess was in another castle. She wasn't in any castle actually, because she's been trapped. It's not on the picture over here, but she's been trapped in an igloo in a different part of the land, because the pirate king, he knew he would be probably attacked, so he put the princess somewhere else in a safe place. It was cold, but it was safe. So I guess it wasn't such a bad choice. I'm not sure if it wasn't like a situation with Bowser and Peach, that Bowser actually loved Peach. I'm not sure if this wasn't the same concept, like the pirate king fell in love with the princess. I don't remember that much. I've got the whole story written still. I've still got it on my computer. I will have to read it after the stream. Oh, and as you can see, there are these flying cats. These were cat fairies. Officially cat fairies. They helped the king and the queen because they asked them for help. They went over to the castle to check out if the prince is there. There's a lot lore there. There's a lot of it. I will have to make a separate video about it for sure. I will talk about the whole book. The hardest commission, like the most difficult, it wasn't about the drawing, it was about the client. I had the experience with not so nice commissioners, which were not nice to me without any reason. Like I didn't do anything bad at all. I'm actually sure of it. This time I'm sure. These were troublesome. Like, you gotta stay in contact with the commissioner, but you have trouble communicating. There was a person who wasn't very nice for me, and there were two other people who, I don't know, maybe they just had trouble communicating. Just this. They were nice, but like, we had to do a lot of talking to get, for me to get to know what they actually want to commission. And when it comes to like actually a troublesome commission, like a drawing itself, I guess the most difficult one is the one I have from Delta right now, because he ordered an illustration from me in February. There are two characters and a background. I knew from the beginning it's like a big bigger commission, but I never thought I would work on it for such a long time. Delta, if you're still here, you gotta know I worked on your commission yesterday. Or like maybe 2 days ago. I never forgot about it. And I'm so sorry it's taken so much time. I don't know why. I don't know. I know I can do better, but I just can't. What does sand from Mars taste like? If somebody knows Poco, then they also know this is a question from her. Because me being a very nice and experienced cat, I've been to Mars already. She sent me there in a rocket. I had the opportunity to check for myself, and it turns out that similar to Earth's sand, it's just more burnt. Yeah. So that's what it is about the Mars soil. And how's my day going? It's been hard. I haven't been feeling very well in the morning, but right now I'm doing great. So right now my day is going good. And that's all for the presentation. Thank you guys for coming. I was planning to play some games with you today too, but since the stream was pretty long already by itself, maybe it would be better to finish it right now or like pretty soon, because we will see each other on Monday anyways, and we will play those games. Like, they were planned to be played anyway. So I guess we'll see each other. One last question. Alrighty, are AI generated pics are danger for artists? That's a good question. I would say right now they are kind of a danger. There are not many ways to control if your art has been used to generate any other pictures. Sometimes you cannot tell if the picture is AI generated. Biggest danger for me, I think, it's the scammers who generate the AI pictures and sell it as a commission, and they build their own value, let's call it. Like when you look at my profile, I'm drawing my own pictures, and some people get to know me. I kinda built a community, let's say, and I got to be more popular, so there are more commissioners. And the danger here is there might be a person doing the same thing but not drawing the art themselves and just selling the AI generated art that doesn't even belong to them when it comes to like how it actually works. The law is not that specific about AI generated pictures. This still gotta be thought through. There's gotta be a law to regulate all of the AI generating things. Not only pictures, but also the text from the ChatGPT. Like, there are many ways to use the AI. Not only for drawing, not only for text. And you gotta regulate it somehow. So right now, it's kind of a danger because there's no way to control it. Yeah, there are too many loopholes at the moment. But when the time comes, I think that the AI might actually help artists in a way. Like, imagine being an artist and using AI to generate maybe part of the drawing, or I'm sure this will be something we can't think of right now, because we as a community and the AI itself, it will evolve in a way for the artist to use it more freely, maybe. And I imagine we could somehow use the AI to help us produce a piece of art, not in a way we're using it right now. And if you have like the practice or something they call talent to draw, and you will have like AI will be a tool, and if you have the tool, then you could be maybe more efficient or something. Like, what I'm trying to say is that AI can't do things the artist can. So it would be better for it to be a tool for the artists to use. Like, if you know a little bit about history of art and maybe generally history, there was a time when they invented photography and generally a camera to like capture light and somehow transfer it onto a film. And people thought that this will be a time that the paintings will die, because the paintings always try to replicate what the artist sees. And they were tried to be like 100% realistic, maybe. And what was not realistic, it was criticized. When the photography became more popular, it turned out that the paintings had or generally the painters found for themselves something different to draw. Like, they didn't have to pursue to draw something realistically, to show the reality. They could explore painting in a different way. So I hope something similar will happen now, and the history will repeat itself, but instead of the photography there will be AI, and instead of painting there will be generally artists. It must assist you on certain tasks and not replace you to carry out complete works. Exactly. Like, if you're using Clip Studio Paint, you can download custom auto actions, for example, that do the stuff you could do yourself, but they do it in a faster way because you just don't have to click all the buttons yourself. You can click just one and it happens. So I hope it will work in a similar way. I'm not opposing AI as a technology. I find it very interesting how it works, and generally that someone invented it, learned a machine to like kind of replicate it, in some level understand the drawing and make a new drawing out of something it has learned. This is pretty impressive, and that must have taken a lot of time, but it gotta be changed in some way. Yeah, this is what I have to tell. I'm not supporting the people who are using the AI for commercial projects. Alrighty, so I guess this will be it, huh? I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, I finally made a nice presentation, and I actually had something to talk about. Not my usual thing. Alrighty, so I guess we'll be finishing now. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for seeing my new model. Thank you for staying with me, watching and listening. I hope you guys had fun. Have a very nice Friday, a safe weekend, rest well, and get ready for the marathon next week. Remember, well, maybe I'm not making you do it, but you can join the Discord server if you want to for free emotes. I'm trying to be active there, but I'm trying. But there are many nice people you can chat with as well. Alrighty, bye bye guys. Thank you so much for coming. See you soon, yes.